Hey, this is Sky. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So I'm in the shop today, just doing a little bit of work on a bike. It's hot, Florida weather. We got all the fans going. I'm painting some side covers, metal side covers, and a gas tank from an old Triumph. Restoring a bike is a process. Doing a paint job is a process. So I started off with some rather rough, beaten up side covers. I had to beat them back into place, do some little metal forging. Luckily I was able to get them pretty straight. I've been doing metal forging for 30 years. Otherwise we might have to do a little bit of bondo, a little bit of body work. And then you can't just go and just paint. I don't know if you know the paint process, but you can't just go and just paint from there. First you have to lay on the primer. And the primer's rough and it's thick. You can't just paint over the primer. After you've laid on the primer and you wait for it to dry, you sand the primer. And you gotta sand it smooth. And then you lay on your base coat. And you can't just lay on one big thick coat and walk away and say, I'm done. That looks good. You gotta lay on one coat, you sand it down with some light grit sandpaper, you lay on another. I've heard of guys doing, depending on if it's a show car or a show bike, they'll lay on multiple layers, layer after layer, sanding each one down, spraying another, sanding each one down, spraying another. And then when you're finally done with your base coat, you're not completely finished. Then you have your clear coat, and you lay your clear coat down. And when you're done with that, you may have to buff out the clear coat. So as you can see, just to do a couple pieces of metal and make them look beautiful, to make them look great, to make them better, it's a process. Nothing comes easy in this world. A lot of people think that there's quick fixes. They say, well, I tried, it didn't work, so then they gave up. They're almost more proud of their giving up than they are of their trying. Everything in life that we try to accomplish, anything worth value, is going to take multiple steps, multiple stages. We have to have patience. We have to have the final goal in mind, get a clear picture of how we want that goal to unfold in our heads, and to work towards that. Just like I'm doing with this paint job. I know how I want it to look when it's over. I know what this paint job is going to look like when I'm done. And the reason why it's not going to be a mystery to me is because I'm willing to take the steps. And I'm willing to have the patience between each step in order to be able to accomplish it and do it right. You know, what's the point of doing a job if you're not going to do it right? There's so many people that want to just half-ass shit in life. And all you cheat is yourself. If you're working on yourself and trying to make yourself a better person, there's no quick fix, there's no hack to it. It's a journey. For some of us, it's a lifetime. I truly believe that. It can be a war. And how a war may have many campaigns. Such is life. How we do anything is basically how we do everything. The way I'm going through this paint job on this bike is no different than how I might go through life. It's all about the process. It's all about discipline. It's about patience and perseverance at the same time. You got to put in the work if you want results. When you do a quick, cheap paint job, I've seen plenty of them. One coat, no sanding underneath. These motherfuckers are just trying to get it done quick. They don't care how it looks. They're lazy. And it's like, why did you even bother? You should have just left it the way it was, all rusted and beat up. Why even put this bullshit coat of paint on? I've seen people, I saw a guy paint his van with a roller and house paint. As if that was better than the faded paint beneath it. If you're going to do anything, do it right. You're just ripping yourself off, making yourself look stupid when you do shit half-assed. And it's just like with life. If you want to become stronger, there's no quick fix to that. You're not going to just go and lift 400 pounds in the weight room once and then walk out and say, well, there you go, I'm maxed out. That's not how you become strong. You got to put years and years and years and years into it. Every day, relentlessly. There's a process to it. With anything you do, you got to follow the process. It's just food for thought. Work on your paint job. Thanks for watching.